everyone to TV Book Club, the show where we watch, discuss some of our favorite shows weekly. I'm your host, Rasheed, and on today's episode, we got Zelick.
What's good?
We got Edo. And we got Inno.
What's going on?
What's up? So, here's our show lineup. So today we're going to talk about episode 9 and 10 of Atlanta, Andrew's Wyeth, Wyeth.Alfred's world, and it was all a dream. So let's start with episode 9. So episode 9, it was kind of like, Paper Boy's like in a like fucking rural area, just doing his thing, like minding his business, growing fucking weed, just living like a regular rural life, country boy life. But like he having like this weird ass problem with this weird ass animal and just going to the store trying to figure this shit out. It was really fucking weird. Like I personally didn't gain anything from the episode. Thought it was a waste of time. But damn. I want to know what y'all think about the episode. Like I was just watching this shit like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Like, you feel me? Like, Zelick, what you think about the episode?
I thought it was some trash. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like we watched halfway through it. I'm like, I can't keep doing this. Ain't nobody paying me to watch this stuff. So I turned it off. But I did like how it gave the vibe of maybe, that's all he wanted. After he got the bread, he just wanted to grow weed for real.
Oh wait, you didn't finish the episode.
You said what?
You didn't finish the episode.
No, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, they're not about to take any more time from me, bro. I watched the finale and then I watched this one halfway through. I was like, they're not about to take more and more of my time, bro.
Yeah, it wasn't it. I ain't gonna lie.
For me,
yeah. What you think about the episode?
I feel what y'all talking about, but I feel like I probably just I don't know, maybe I'm pressed. You know what I'm saying? I just put like extra effort for that same feeling that y'all got to figure out what it was really trying to be about. I mean, I didn't figure it out. I just thought about it a little more. But pretty much what I got out of it was that after all these seasons of Atlanta, we all know, I guess the season before this one, he already made it. You know what I'm saying? So everything else after pretty much making it, the struggle of making it and being, at least being at some kind of plateau where he's famous, and has money, has ownership of his money, he could finally go do some chill shit, smoke his weed, go be away from people like he likes to do. But I think overall, even that shit was not simple. You know what I'm saying? Like he had the enemies of them big ass pigs, nigga foot broke. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it was just a message of like, nigga, you keep avoiding this other shit. Like it's the problem. Like, nigga, no matter where you go, you're gonna be dealing with some big wild shit, you know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much what I took from that episode, that like Albert pretty much don't even know what he want no more, even if he think he do, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to avoid shit and he just can't avoid problems. He wound up just going back, you know what I'm saying, hanging with them by the finale. So it was one of the weaker episodes, but that's just all I took from it.
Okay, well, it's something that's better than enough. I ain't take shit from it, so you was able to pull something from it. So that's solid. Edo, what you think of the episode?
Well, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really have too big of a problem with this episode. I thought it was a continuation from that Crank That shit. I thought he got the safe home that he was looking for, and he just had to duck off for a little bit. We were seeing the troubles that he was going through, and I feel like he thought he could have an extended stay there, but he really can't duck off how he think he can because he not a country, like he a country boy, but he not like a
country boy.
Yeah, like his survival is not for that. You feel me? Mm-hmm. I think it was interesting to see him fuck up, and it was like, I won't say funny, but it was kind of comedic.
Where?
Like when he was dropping.
I don't think it was comedic, bro. I think that shit was like, it was like comedy for like a rom-com or some shit. Like if a serious drama movie had like a little bit of comedy of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think the lower part was comedic. I don't think the episode was comedic. I think the part? Like the lower parts where he fucked up, I thought there was a little comedic. Like they were trying to add really value to it.
I don't think the episode was comedic.
Okay.
For example,
Eddie, did you laugh?
I laughed when he got fucked up by the pig, and I also laughed when his tractor fell But you feel me? We might just have two different types of humors. You feel me?
You laugh when niggas be getting fucked up.
Yes. Precisely.
Impractical Joker ass nigga. Okay.
Right.
I'm just Eddie, bro.
See where you at.
I'm just me.
I didn't.
What do you think? What do you think was like the purpose of like the store that he was going to? He was talking with the cashier and like trying to sort shit out. Like
that, I have no idea what the fuck was going on with that.
Like, what was
I don't
that
know what they were trying to symbolize with the "we don't buy back" and the shit, the little sign that say "we guns."
The Amazon part was funny to me. Like
that was a little bit. And then he was like, "Nah," but he really was trying to do that the whole time. But it was, I don't know, that shit was just weird.
I feel like a lot of these scenes be random just to be random, bro. Like I don't even think we supposed to be. A lot of the time.
Disagree wholeheartedly, bro. I don't think that nigga does anything random. I think everything is like means something. I just don't think I have the mental capacity sometimes to really dive in.
I'm not gonna lie. I found out a lot of stuff that they do was because they only find it funny. Like some of the shit that they like. I had to Google some of these episodes because they so.
I feel that.
And they were like, we really had no meaning behind it. We just thought it was funny. And I'm like, you just playing with us at that point.
But that shit not even funny. It's like, it's not really like no funny ass shit. Like how like.
I don't even.
Go ahead.
My girl.
I don't even think by the way he talking about funny or even Childish is talking about funny, they mean actually haha funny. It's one of them things like, don't you think it's funny how that type shit. You know what I'm saying? So like it's not actually funny, you know what I'm saying? Talking about a nigga about to get something from Amazon instead of your store is not funny, but it's funny to like see the perspective of a nigga who has to see another nigga shot from somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not actually funny, it's just a talking point. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And why y'all think Paperboy wasn't trying to tell Earn, like, you feel me, he was fucked up? Like,
because I told you so or something like that.
That nigga got too much pride.
Yeah.
Why pride now though?
Yeah, like I don't get it. Like,
I think Alfred has pride the whole show. I think his pride.
It's pride now because he by himself. If you tell everybody I ain't fucking with you and I step off, and then you call them like I need your help, you gonna feel crazy. Especially if you him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like Paperboy pride be in the way of a lot of shit, a lot of episodes when he be getting fucked up. But I think it definitely was on show this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mary agree for
it. So. Well, let's move on to the season finale. Well, actually, before we do that, right? Run it back. What would y'all rate the episode out of 10? Zelick.
I'm gonna give it a half that I watched. I'm gonna give it a 3.
Okay.
What about you? Give it a 6.
You give it a 6. 6. All right. Yeah. I give it a 5. All right. Let's move to episode 10. So this is the motherfucking season finale. That's what niggas been waiting for. Not even season finale. It's the series finale. It's the last episode of Atlanta. That's their lasting motherfucking impression.
You saw the caption for that, Joe? Like what it said the episode was about?
I didn't even read it now.
Keep talking. I'm gonna pull it up. Like it was something stupid too, bro. It was
all right. So you feel me? In the episode, Darius is like, Darius a weird nigga for real. Like he just be doing different shit for real. And like, I don't even know what this shit was called, but like he was doing some type of, I don't know if it's meditation or like, I don't even know how to describe it, but he was doing some shit where like he would be in an isolated area and fuck up his perception of reality. So he wouldn't know the shit he going through is real shit or it's a dream. It was like, a dream or real shit. So what he would do to make himself understand if it was real or not is that he would watch Judge Judy. If Judge Judy had a fat old ass, then he would know that shit. He would still be like in his little trance instead of real life for real. And it made it seem like, you feel me, like everything that Darius was going through, you had to question whether it was real shit or it wasn't real shit, despite even having other characters within the show in that situation, like Earn and Vanessa and Paperboy and stuff like that. So I think it was kind of interesting in that aspect, just like always questioning like some Inception shit, like you don't know what the fuck is really going on. So I thought that was kind of interesting, but like You feel me? I just feel like they could have ended it way better. You know what I mean? Like, but that's overall, what I thought about the episode. Eddie, I want your thoughts on it because I know we talked about this a little bit.
I strongly feel like this is the worst finale I probably watched in my life. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I just don't like. I really have a problem with things going unanswered, and nobody has to agree with me on that. But that's like cliffhangers in TV shows is one of my biggest pet peeves. I can deal with it in a movie, but like a TV show, and plus I gave so much to this show, bro. I've been watching this show before my relationship, bro. I have a kid, bro, and for them to pull it together like that, bro, I feel deceived. I feel like they didn't care about the people that was watching the show when they made it. I feel like they were just worrying about how they just to do their own thing for real, which I can respect, but I wasn't feeling that.
Yeah, I feel you. It just wasn't like a series finale worthy episode. Like that's an episode you can have stand alone. Like
that was a filler episode, bro.
Yeah.
I put it to y'all like this. So I searched up some shit after that episode. I didn't want to search up too much to be influenced, but I just searched up a little bit. And one thing I saw was that there's been an audience begging for them to continue the show. You know what I'm saying? And the way that the show has been going, you know what I'm saying, up to the last episode and shit, it was like, how is this shit supposed to end? You know what I'm saying? Like, it really either needs to continue, or if it does end, like, what is the final ending point? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's already rich. He's already somewhat comfortable. So it's like, what is there to complete? You know what I'm saying? Show-wise,
Mm-hmm.
unless you're going to continue it for more than this season, then you know what I'm saying? Extend it somehow. But I thought that was interesting because now people are reacting like how Eddie's reacting. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much that's what they were saying about that episode. Like, or before, I think this was before the episode came out. They were pretty much saying like, it's not going to end well. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Well, like that's the thing though, but that's their choice though, right? Like the last like 3 or 4 episodes were kind of like episodes catered to each character, right? Like there was an episode that we just talked about, it's a Paperboy. That episode was really catered to Darius, and the episode before that was episode with Ern and Van in the woods, right? So like how they could have ordered it, they could have had the Paperboy episode first. Oh no, matter of fact, they could have had a Darius episode first, which was just the season finale, then the Paperboy episode, then the Ern and Vanessa episode, and that could have been a series finale. Like, okay, like I'm gonna end up, I want to be with Van, we gonna move to LA, you know what I mean, woo 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 type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but like you just ended like on a fucking, I don't know if none of this shit real type shit. Like,
I don't think that's true though. I was just thinking about that as you brought that up because you had the cover and they all sitting on the couch, right? So it seems like it's an open-ended situation. You know what I'm saying? He look at the screen, you don't know if her ass fat or not. But you know what I'm saying? Obviously, a lot of that shit was a dream. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas is not in a pink Maserati doing donuts over Popeye's chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but
I don't know
in
what parts
Atlanta
is
though,
real.
and this show, that's possible.
That's
bro.
some Darius shit to pop up
That's
and say,
impossible,
nigga,
bro.
slap somebody in the face.
Early in this season, when Paperboy's doing that scavenger fucking hunt and shit like that, they just ran into the parking lot.
But that could be proof that everything might have been a dream, bro. But we'll
Exactly.
never
No,
know
but that
because they don't care about us.
Bruh,
They don't
that's not
care
true,
about us. Look at us. We arguing about it now.
Bro. The nigga got a brother all of a sudden. Like, wouldn't the fuck? Last episode,
I was like, this is not no finale, bro.
That was his brother in the house talking about the jollof rice.
That was his brother.
That was his brother.
That's sick. I'm saying a lot of that episode was a dream. That shit was choppy. I'm not arguing that. I'm talking about the whole season in question. He's still trying to figure out his reality on the couch, and they all somewhat have money. You know what I'm saying? They all somewhat seem happy. So they've gotten to this maybe real reality, semi-real reality, with some of at least these experiences in the past being solid and true. You know what I'm saying? Like from the beginning of Atlanta, them niggas was broke and miserable. Them niggas are not that on this last episode. So it's like how they got there might be wigwammy, but they're still there. This nigga's still trying to figure it out with the same outfit on the whole episode and different versions of it. So it's like I think that whole day or that whole whatever episode is probably up to question about what really happened and what didn't happen. But the whole show even if that's up to question, I still think Darius might have played certain shit out differently, but they came to a result where all four of them are happy in this living room, and this nigga still tripping. You know what I'm saying? How that got there is probably through Paperboy somewhat becoming a successful rapper, Earn and what's the name becoming close again, and whatever house they're in. You know what I'm saying? Like him having a brother is questionable. That's some Inception shit. Like nigga, where did this come from?
Right.
But a lot of that whole episode was questionable. Fucking black people with sushi, fucking Popeye sandwich going crazy, pink Maseratis. This nigga's deprivation recycling like 6 times. Like, I don't think a lot of that shit was real.
You don't think sushi was real? Oh,
I don't know, bro.
I mean, I don't think a lot of that shit. And the thing is, he's smiling because Judy's ass is fat or is not fat, right? You know what I'm saying? Meaning he's either
happy.
He's happy that I'm dreaming this, or I'm happy that all of this has been true.
For real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now that I've seen
I think
I low-key feel like the last 2 seasons might have not been real. I low-key feel like
I understand that. I understand it because it was a big jump from like season 2.
Yeah,
and
season 2 ended with them on the plane, and season 3 opened with him waking up from a dream, and everybody.
That's what I'll give you as far as this whole trippy shit. It's like, yeah, a lot of this shit is up to question, but end result wise, they're still here on this couch. You know what I'm saying? I still think Paperboy is a rapper. I still think something of what that has happened. You know what I'm saying? And you put Darius in the mix, and then probably half of that shit didn't happen. So,
Zelick, what you thinking?
Oh, I was just about to ask, is because I was watching this joint with Casey, my roommate, and we were watching this joint. Every time, you know, we saw what's her name, the Judge Judy's ass, like, you know, niggas flash back. Did y'all notice when we saw the black girl's ass?
What black girl?
When the black girl was running away, that we didn't think was thick. She was riding in the car, and all of a sudden, she got out the car and she was running away. She was a little thick.
I don't remember that.
The same black shit happened. It cut just like it cut right after we were looking at Just Judy's ass. So I just wanted to point that out. That's all.
What black girl?
The black girl, they were in the car together.
When the girl, she was kind of crazy with the police and all that.
As soon as she ran away, but I'm just talking about the ass. As soon as we saw her ass, we saw it for 2 seconds. It cut too. I was just bringing that up.
You might have just got a fat ass in real life, though. I seen her on Abbott Elementary.
Oh, I'm hip. I'm not saying her ass isn't real either. I'm just saying I think it was had something to do. Because Casey noticed it too. Because we were talking, he was like, "Brad, it just cut right as soon as we saw it too." I was like,
Is this the same episode? Or you talking about the old episode?
Oh, dang! I think I'm talking about I'm talking about the same one.
It's Shorty that had the vodka and the water.
Shorty that had the vodka and the water. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that's some crazy shit.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
But she did that shit.
When she was drinking the water bottle with the cop and it had vodka in it, and it was like, if it's not water, how can I do this? And then
she knocked that shit.
Ran on.
This nigga was just looking at it, but he woke up right after that.
Yeah, that was definitely a dream.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm trying to say is he did wake up. I'm saying he woke up as soon as he saw her ass. I'm sorry to be just really.
Oh, you're saying you think asses might make a play?
That's what I'm saying. Watch the thing. As soon as, because we noticed he woke up right after he ran away.
Get up, and if she got a fat ass, should we do that?
I'm just saying. As soon as we saw her ass, he came back too. I'm just bringing it up.
So does that mean it's not? That means it is real because he ain't wake up when he was staring at it.
He did wake up.
He didn't. No, I'm saying no. The very end, he's not waking up. He's smiling at the whole time. So, Judge Judy's ass is not fat, and he's in reality, and that's what makes him happy. Like he's been tripping. Like think about it like this: Darius has been tripping all this time. He doesn't know what reality is, and now this nigga's fucking smiling out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? After we seen that trippy episode, I feel like he's like, all right, finally, I'm grounded. Like whatever, maybe the last 10 seconds were, or whatever room he's in right now, is what's actually happening. Because,
but all right, but if that's the case, what the fuck?
He don't be smiling at the big booty Judy, do he?
That's true.
He did not.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Like what the fuck was the point?
He just wake up.
If the last 2 seasons were a dream, that's how I feel about this whole show now. What was the point? I'm not the big person.
Literally, that's what they did. They just put it up in the air for us, and I feel like I don't know.
How is it a dream that much though? Like, what's a dream? So nothing happened?
No, I'm saying
the last 2 seasons, it's been real trippy, bro. Like a lot of
I
shit.
get that, but I get that. I
A lot of
understand.
shit happening that don't correspond with this, even the story within the season. So it's like now that they just bringing it out on the last episode that Darius be going through these water dream shits.
And he's been doing it for a while too.
Yeah, it brings it into perspective for me at least that maybe like reasons that like shit will be happening even when people aren't around each other. It's because everything is might not be happening. Like period.
Like the way niggas just be running into each other on some like weird shit is crazy. Like fucking
remember the episode when
the shoes, but the shoes
last season when Paperboy was on that trip when he was tripping
yeah,
in England.
yeah,
with the
and he's seeing himself. He's seeing himself
on
the ground. He see himself on the ground like
they just be tripping, bro. Maybe shit not real, bro. Maybe you feel me?
Maybe I'm not real.
Make it, bro. Oh, all right, yeah, that too. I guess.
I don't think it's that deep, bro. I think what you're saying. I think what you're saying is like 100% true throughout the whole show, but I don't think it's like was this whole thing a dream from the whole beginning? You know what I'm saying? I think it's just been choppy because this nigga be tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like I think they did go to Europe. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they didn't. Maybe this nigga was tripping. I doubt it though. You know what I'm saying? I think them random episodes with like a motherfucking Trinidadian babysitter making the white son. That might be just a random episode about something that's going on in Darius's mind. You know what I'm saying? Like there's been episodes about Lake Lanier and pulling Ern in. That might be more Ern's situation where he's tripping. Like I think a lot of this shit is tripping, but I think the overall story is Paperboy became a rapper. Once they did the airport shit and he put that gun in the whatever, that was the whole point of, all right, now you're a good manager. I know you're willing to do whatever it takes. Once they're on and they're doing their rapping shit, he finds out in Europe that, all right, you got my money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I found out you're not stealing. That was the point of that relationship right there. Like, not only have we made it on, we're stable. We're not going to be like everyone else who falls off. And then everything else in between, yeah, that shit could have been fake. But that nigga did become a rapper. And they became whatever this wild ass story was. You know what I'm saying? Like closer as friends or moved on in their careers, built relationships and all that other shit. And that is kind of wild. I feel you, Eddie. But
yeah,
I don't think they abandoned you. I don't think they abandoned you like what you think, bro. I think they summed it up way too easy. And that's what I was saying about go ahead.
No, finish your thought. Sorry.
No, I was just saying I feel like that same audience who was saying like it's not gonna end well, if it's about to end like, you know, the way that they seen the first half of this season going is like there's no like end goal for people to really get to. You know what I'm saying? For it to be a super great ending for the whole show. Unless we extend it for another 2 seasons and then maybe they could figure that shit out. But it's been confirmed, I feel like years ago, that it was only gonna be these many seasons. By the time they got through, I guess like this last season and this season, I think is when they brought into question this trippiness that we talking about. Because season 1 and 2 was not this trippy. You know what I'm saying? Trippy.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, it can't go all the way back to like was all of this a dream.
But it feel like, bro, season 1 and 2 are like it's a totally different show than season 3 and 4. Like totally different fucking show. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, that's what it made me want to ask. Like, yo, like if somebody asks you about Atlanta, like, yo, would you recommend that show to watch? Some like, yo, I'm trying to watch some new shows. Like, oh yeah, like you should watch Atlanta. Would you recommend Atlanta as a show? Zelick, like, nah. What about you?
No,
I got better shows I recommend.
No,
not I would. Y'all gotta remember this. When Atlanta first came out, however many years ago it came out, remember Childish? No, it was banging, but Childish had to do some Star Wars shit, and then there was a long ass gap where we had to wait for Atlanta, like years before we would even hit. Like, what was the gap? Like 8 years?
It was like 3 years. I think it was like 3 years.
It was a whole bunch of time. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot, bro. It was on some. Remember Rick and Morty came out with their first few seasons, and then they had to wait.
They had a big ass gap.
6 years and shit.
But they cleaned that shit up, bro.
And I'm just saying, Rick and Morty turned that shit up, right?
Rick and Morty, bro. No, but this is the difference. Rick and Morty on that episode said we're gonna have 10 seasons, we're gonna have 100 seasons, we're gonna keep going. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, Atlanta didn't say that. They have to sum up.
All right, my turn. I gotta say something. But if you know that we're gonna end it in a certain amount of seasons, and you why not treat the ending like an ending? I get what you're saying, Crank. I'm sorry, I don't know your real name, but I get what you're saying, bro. Like, oh, they knew it was coming up. That's how the people were reacting. But nah, bro, like it's an ending. If y'all know it's gonna end, have an ending episode. I'm sorry, I'm killer for maybe
I'm not.
Wrap that shit up, man.
I'm not defending. I'm not defending it as a. I'm not defending it as a good ending.
Bringing a pie to Thanksgiving, and Vaughn and Ern are cooking and something, and Uncle what's it called got his own kids. Do something.
I don't think I want that kind of ending though.
I mean, I need some type of
closure,
bro.
Some type of closure.
Closure.
Yeah,
give me something, bro. Like this is how I met your mother. Like give me something.
The way he described it, it should have ended with the episode with Ern and what's the name getting together, and that's like the only thing that we've been waiting for. You know what I'm saying? Like, what else was there to do?
I feel that.
What else have we been waiting for this whole season? You know what I'm saying? What would have been the big boom?
Man, we've been waiting for answers. Every episode is a question, bro. Every episode of Atlanta these past 2 seasons
with no answers.
We just wanted an answer. That's literally all we wanted.
Something. If they had been about that,
and
that's why we had that Tiger episode.
Real, bro.
75% of the question of the episodes had us asking, "What the fuck is this about?" Man, bring back Dave, bro.
No cap.
Bring back Dave, bro. That's how it ended.
Don't bring back Dave, bro.
No cap.
I'm good.
No cap.
I'm good, bro.
Yeah. Let's wrap this up, fellas.
All right, gang.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Today's episode of TV Book Club. Special shout out to our guests. Please like, follow, subscribe, Nimbus Network Media on all our socials. If you like hop on the show, just DM us. Appreciate y'all. Till next time.